Hello friends, hope you are good. This is our lecture number 48 of unit number 5, that is design of engine component. In previous lecture we have gone through the design procedure of connecting rod, and in this session we are going to cover some numerical on connecting rod. So let's get started. Okay, so before starting I am going to recall you something from the previous lectures. In previous lecture we have covered the 4-step design procedure for connecting rod. In step first we have covered the dimensions of cross sections of the connecting rod. In second step we have find out the dimensions of the big end and the small end of the connecting rod, and in step 3 we find out the size of bolts for securing the big end cap. There are generally 2 in numbers. Okay, then in step number 4 we have covered the thickness of big end cap. So these are the 4 steps we have to follow for the designing of the connecting rod. This step cover all the dimensions of connecting rod. Also try to recall this figure before starting the numerical. This is the schematic diagram of connecting rod, which have big end and the small end. Okay, this is of I section, cross section. Then okay, so let's find out some numerical. So numerical first, we have to design the connecting rod of cross section which are given the following data. The maximum pressure inside the cylinder is 6.5 Newton per mm square. Then we have piston diameter as 100 mm. Then we have stroke length 110 mm. Then we have effective length of connecting rod is 220 mm, and maximum allowable stress in creeping is 120 megapascal. Also we have the Rankine's constant is 1 divided by 6000. Okay, Rankine constant is denoted by small letter a. Okay, Rankine's constant is denoted by small letter a. Also we have to calculate the height of the cross section of the both ends, that is small end and the big end. So here is your solution. In given data we have P max, then we have capital D, that is diameter, we have small l, that is stroke length, we have capital L, that is effective length of connecting rod. Okay, then we have sigma c, sigma suffix c. Okay, 120 Newton per mm square. Then we have capital A, that is cross sectional area. We have to take out the 11 times the thickness square. Okay, this is square, thickness square, where T is the thickness of the rod. Then we have Rankine constant denoted by small letter a is 1 divided by 6000. First of all, try to find out the cross sectional kxx equal to square root of 218.3 times T square. So these are the given data. So first of all we have to find out the maximum gas load on the connecting rod exerted by the piston. Okay, that is W equal to maximum gas load. The load is the general formula of load is pressure into area. Okay, capital W equal to pressure into area. So here P is maximum and area is circular, that's why we have to take out the pi by 4 d square. Okay, so put down the value of P max over here and capital D over here. So you will get W equal to 15.05 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Okay, so now assume the cross section area is I section and try to recall this equation from the previous lecture. If you do not practice the previous lecture for designing procedure, you didn't get this numerical. Okay, so if you haven't covered your design procedure from previous lecture, stop this video here and go to the previous lecture and watch that. So maximum gas load is given as sigma c into capital A, that is cross sectional area, divided by 1 plus small a. Small a is Rankine's constant, and in bracket capital L square divided by K square XS. L square is effective length of connecting rod. Okay, so you have to be very careful while putting all the values in this numerical. Okay, so put down the all values over here. Capital W equal to, then we have sigma c is 120, then we have cross sectional area as 11 times T square. Okay, this is the empirical relation. This is the standard area of connecting rod, as is 11 times T square. Okay, then divided by 1 plus 1 divided by 6000 in bracket 220 square divided by 3.18 T square. Okay, this is also empirical relation. You have to take out K square equal to 3.18 times T square. Okay, now try to solve this equation very carefully. Okay, you will get T raised to 4 minus something raised to T square minus something equal to 0. Okay, and now this is the quadratic equation. Okay, this is the quadratic equation. You can directly solve this equation by using your calculators, that is standard scientific calculator. Okay, you will get T square equal to 14.19. You can take it or take out the square root of this 41.19. You will get 6.418, or approximately you can take it 6.5 mm. So here is your first dimension of this connecting rod, that is thickness of connecting rod. Then the other dimensions of the I section at the middle, small end and the big end is here A, B and C. The dimensions of middle, the dimensions of small end and the dimensions of the big end. Okay, so these are the standard empirical relations. So find out the depth or height of the cross sectional is capital H is 5 times T. Okay, this is the empirical relation. So 5 times 6.5 you will get 32.5. This is the height of connecting rod at the middle. Then we have width is 4 times T. So 4 into 6.5 you will get 26 mm width. Then in next step we will get the dimensions at small end, that is H1, that is height at the small end is 0.82 times H. So we will get 26.65 mm. So here you can see the difference. Height at the small end is 26 and height at the middle is 32.5. Okay, it is gradually increasing towards the big end. Then width at the cross sectional area, that is at the small end, you will get B equal to B1 times 26. In previous lecture I told you to take the width of cross sectional is throughout constant. Okay, so width at the middle, width at the small end and width at the big end is constant, that is 26, 26 and 26 only. Then we have in next step dimensions of the big end. You will get the depth or height of the section is 1.182 times H. Okay, this is the empirical relation. So put down the value of H, you will get 38.35 mm. Okay, so you will have width throughout constant, that is 26 mm, and height is gradually increasing from small end to the big end, that is from 26.65 mm to 32.5 mm to 38.35 mm. Okay, so this is your answer. So this numerical might ask you for the 12 marks or for 8 marks with or without diagrams. Okay, it may be mentioned in the question that draw this diagram or not. Okay, but this is very important question from exam point of view also. Then let's solve another numerical based on the design of connecting rod. So here is your second numerical, that is design a big end bolt. So here you have to only design the big end bolt, nothing else. Okay, only you have to design the big end bolts of connecting rod, and the given data is maximum inertia force on the connecting rod is 3000 Newton at 4500 rpm, and allowable shear stress is given as 65 Newton per mm square. And here is your solution in the given data. F suffix I is 3000 Newton, that is maximum inertia force, and sigma stress, that is allowable shear stress, is given as 65 Newton per mm square. Okay, so first of all you have to find out the tension under the load, that is Fi equal to cross sectional area into stress. Okay, in strength of material you have learned this formula, that is stress is nothing but force per unit cross sectional area. Okay, where is the pen? Okay, the stress is nothing but force per unit cross sectional area. Okay, so by rearranging this equation you will get force equal to sigma into A. You have to multiply this A with this sigma. Okay, so this is the same formula. Okay, this is Fi, this is area, and this is sigma. And 2, why 2? We have to multiply this with 2 because for big end connections we will use 2 bolts in numbers. Okay, हम बिग एंड को कनेक्ट करने के लिए एट अ टाइम 2 बोल्ट यूज़ करते हैं, इसलिए आपको इस इक्वेशन को मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 2 से. ठीक है, अगर 4 नंबर से हम इसे बोल्ट से फिक्स करते थे तो हमको यहाँ पर 4 लेना पड़ता. ठीक है, सो 3000 इक्वल टू पाई बाय 4 DC square into sigma t equal to into 2. So you will get the sigma c as 5.4 mm. After solving some simple calculations you will get sigma c is 5.4 mm. Now you have to find out the diameter of bolt. Okay, diameter of bolt, that is D, is find out by the using the empirical relation, that is DC divided by 0.84. Okay, DC divided by 0.84. Now find out the diameter of bolt and put down into the comment section. This is your homework.